tell your story.
I need the CIA, the FBI, NAACP. I need them all. Lauryn Hill must be stopped.
I'm like,
Lauryn is she's out of control.
A fucking menace.
Mona's getting ready. Mona took a shower.
Got my makeup laid out.
Outfits picked,
ironed.
That's effort. That's effort. No, that matters.
And then we get a notification. Well, Mona gets a notification on her phone. She's like, Shirley, Ticketmaster just sent me a notification.
I didn't even read it. All I saw was the little bar preview. Adjustments made to your ticket. I said, Shirley. Shirley. Get up, Devin. Get up.
Not a drill.
This is not a drill.
So I'm like, nah. I go on Instagram. The very first post I see is from Miss Lauryn Hill. Dear Texas, I must cancel the show. I said 2 hours before the show started.
2.5 hours before the show started.
People were probably there too.
No way.
Yes,
people were there.
Drove from other places as well. We flew for that concert. Literally.
She's not going to every city, right? It's like
no.
Then she added shows.
But she did add shows after we purchased ours for Miami. But when
we already
go to that one.
Like,
no, Ticketmaster, another one. They need to be stopped too. They could go to hell as well.
So they won't transfer your ticket to another.
Before we even got to Texas, like when we noticed she posted shows for Miami, I contacted them. I'm like, listen, can we just go to the show in Miami because whatever. No, tickets cannot be transferred to venue to venue.
Let me tell you, Ticketmaster was tripping, man. They try to have me pay double for Usher tickets. And then when I try to contact them, they act like they didn't know what I was talking about. They're like, you went to the concert. Yes, I did. Under 2 different tickets. I was like, are those the same seats? Are these confirmation numbers the same? But you only showed 1 pair of tickets in your Ticketmaster app. So that's why I ended up having, I didn't have the original that I bought on June 25th. Made a whole deal. I said, all right, no, that's cool. Do your thing. And I contact my bank. I told them what the issue was, gave them all the information. They finally was just like, oh, we took the stuff off. So I was like, all right, cool. But Ticketmaster?
Yeah, maybe go through the bank and classify.
I'd rather drive.
I gotta actually send you your money, Shirley. But
she ended up refunding the ticket or whatever because she canceled the show.
Initially, they didn't want to.
Yeah.
And Ticketmaster is a damn scam in itself. They're like, well, the artist it's up to the artist whether they want a refund. And she has up until 2025 to perform. I said 2025. I was like, do you know how ridiculous that sounds? And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, you don't know what ridiculous means? Like this.
What was her excuse? What was her reason?
They were like, the artist has the choice to perform or cancel the show or whatnot. She had up until 2025. I'm like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm wasting my time with y'all. I'm gonna call my credit card company. Lauryn Hill and Ticketmaster can call go to hell.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, what was Lauren's excuse? Like, did she give a reason? Like, oh, I'm
voice
sick,
vocal injury, but she was performing a week later.
A day later, she performed the next venue.
Your voice has been injured this whole time.
She's only been on tour for like 2 weeks. She's only been on tour for like 2 weeks.
I've always heard that excuse of her vocal cords being bad or something like that.
I just know she's always late and she doesn't show up. That's what I do. That's what I do.
But I did see the video of her talking about basically y'all need to be lucky. I get.
I didn't see it. I'm glad I didn't.
Like,
who the hell are you, Jesus Christ? You could go to hell, lady.
She tripping big time.
But here's the thing: in all 37 years of my life, I've never experienced what Lauryn Hill made me fly to. I took my nice black ass to Fort Worth, Texas to be called the N-word.
What?
Wow.
Never in all 37 years of my life I've ever been called the N-word.
Not to my face, at least.
Subtle. Florida's a little subtle racism. Texas is just blatant.
Wait, now I need the backstory on this.
we were walking to go
Same
get
I went
way.
down when y'all went
We
over
was
there.
just getting hit with double negatives. It was just like we couldn't win. We couldn't win.
uppercuts.
What?
Texas was beating our ass. Fort Worth, Texas.
So we were walking to go get breakfast in downtown Fort Worth. And we stopped at like a crosswalk, pressed the button. This man, I guess he's like a homeless man or whatever.
homeless
He made
crazy
some
man.
kind of noise. And then Mona was like, "Oh my God, you scared me, sir." And then he was like, "Get out of here, niggers."
Yo, it's not
always
funny.
the homeless. And it's
Oh my
It was
God.
not funny. He was like,
Wait,
"Get out of here, niggers!"
wait.
Niggers!
Crossing the street because we're like, let's walk away. As we're crossing the street, he yells out,
Yo, I was like, what? This is crazy. Crazy.
I was like, never in my life. Mona was just laughing. I was so shocked. I was so shocked. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I can't do nothing. This man look crazy. Like he have nothing
Hell
to lose.
no.
So I'm gonna just keep walking.
Hell no.
Mm-mm.
He looked
I
dirty
said,
and crazy.
I hopped on a plane and flew out to be
Oh
called
my
a nigga
gosh.
because I sure ain't see Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, nobody could make me like this lady music again. Like, I just forever will remember this memory.
Okay. So does that take away from her music though?
Yes, the fuck it does. She
Like her
sucks.
music anymore?
She sucks. It's all trash.
She still
She's
makes
trash.
good
It's trash.
That's still my favorite album. However,
Yeah.
I can't stand by her as like I can't give her my money, my time, or my energy. I really cannot.
It's insane that she
Her
has
music is
this
still
kind
good.
of following just from that one album. It was a outstanding album, but it does not excuse all of this.
Nah, she's tripping, man. She's out of control. She needs to be stopped. She needs to be stopped. I'll never forgive Lauryn Hill for this memory. Never.
I said
Well,
all
Usher will
the
not disappoint because he been in Vegas for about 2 years, so he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So
That's what I said. I said
Make
that sounds
sure-
like Beyonce would never.
right.
No, Usher was all that.
Go,
All that. I would go
see
again.
Usher.
Okay, I want to see Usher.
Might have
I
to
heard he's
check
going
that out.
on tour.
yeah.
But yeah, that was Fort Worth, Texas for you.
And a lot of people trying to move to Texas too. I was on the call with somebody else. They're like, they're trying to move out of Texas, and they're saying how Texas is really its own state. Like the laws there do not
But
protect
to
brown
me,
and black people.
Florida is like the same thing.
It is. It is. It is.
But the racism is just like Sugar
It's
said, it's a little
worse.
more
It's-
subtle. It's
From
only
the outside, from people who are not from either, people look at Florida and Texas like the same. Like
It really is the same. I think the thing is, we live in South Florida, and this is more like diverse. This is a melting pot. South Florida is a melting pot, but anything outside of South Florida, you're going to get the same thing we got in Fort Worth, Texas. It's
Yeah.
really the same. And in Houston, Texas is their melting pot. So outside of Houston, you're gonna deal with real Texans, like, and it's very like the politics is very similar as Florida. Education is literally the same. Yeah, it's Florida.
Sorry to hear that.
But I know Cliff and I were thinking of living in Houston, Texas. It only took one nigger for me. Just one. I'll stay right where I'm at. No sir.
I don't know, man. Houses, man, they cheap.
No,
Cliff,
I heard it's the reverse. It's like the houses are cheap, but a property tax equals the same amount. Like they get you over time. I'm like, really? I never. They're like, yeah. They don't tell you that. Like that property tax be tripping.
Yeah, I was in an Uber in Austin, Texas, and this guy was telling me that his mortgage is like $700-800, but because of property taxes, he pays like $2,200 a month. Like that much of a difference. Like, and that the city of Austin kind of like got sued or something by the government because they were rising their property taxes too high, too frequently. So like, yeah, they have a big property tax issue in Texas. But and then also Texas is just ain't no good food. Everything is either Tex-Mex or steak.
But
barbecue.
Yeah, Houston is good.
Houston, yeah.
Houston is good. But outside of Houston, you're not getting no good food.
Florida definitely has better food. I can attest to that.
So we are Haitians, that's why.
Yeah, you have different cultures.
We have Haitians. That's
The
why.
Cuban sandwiches. Don't get me started.
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good. Well, we went to a great concert last night, the reunion tour. That was popping.
What is the reunion tour?
With
Who's
Kirk
on there?
Franklin, Ty Tribbett, Israel Houghton. Like it was dope. It was dope. So no bad seats. That was the best $50.
Yeah, tickets
this
for
year.
$50
Yeah.
for like decent.
That's dope. So it was like old school gospel, just stuff that you grew up
Florida,
to.
right? Or
No, I think they already did.
Oh.
I feel like they're going down Arizona, and then Texas is where they're gonna be their last stops. But
y'all flew out of Texas for that. Y'all heathens. Y'all went for Lauryn Hill. Fly for some gospel music.
Texas ain't gonna see me no more unless it's for
My
work.
sister lives in Texas, so I gotta go to Texas. But
unless it's for work, they will not see me. It takes one nigga, just one. What'd you say, Lanessa?
My sister lives in Dallas.
Yeah, my sister lives in Dallas. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So
Dallas is too close to Fort Worth.
Your sister said she caught any of those N-words flew into her?
Huh?
Your sister said she got on any N-words thrown at her?
No, but she is dealing with, like, she has like experienced like little more microaggressions and little comments, like more so than she has here.
America.
Hard sell for Texas, man.
Yeah, but I mean, those cities are like how it is in Texas. I feel like that's how it is in majority of America. It's really just like certain urban pockets and very liberal states where you don't experience, and even in the liberal states, you still experience microaggressions and shit like that. So
yeah, I'm used to the microaggressions, but the overt racism, I'm like, I can't imagine. I would be flabbergasted. Like, what?
I like my racism overt though. Let me know how you feel, bro. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Let me know how you feel, bro. I don't want to have to say this person's racist, bro. And they be like, no, I wasn't racist. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I need to say nigger, say whatever. I know, okay, Bean, this is where you stand. Cool. I'm cool.
No, thank you.
Have enough respect for me as a human being to not do that. That's how I
say.
feel.
If you do that, bro, I know where you stand, and then I can go back toe to toe with you, bro. But if you
look at you, toe to toe. That's why we can't live in Texas. You'll knock all them people out.
Oh man.
But yeah. Today was gonna be an open forum, guys. We don't really have like questions or anything. We wanted to leave an open floor to anybody that wants to speak about a specific topic or anything that happened this week or just shoot the shit.
All right, let's do it. What's up?
John, he already got questions.
You always got something top of mind. What
are you looking at? Where's the list?
What? I mean, he did have
introduce something.
I have a question. I have like a little scenario. I want to hear everybody's feedback or their who's that, Jodner?
Yeah. I'm excited.
You're too excited for me.
But you know what? Why black people can't be happy? Why
he can be happy, but you know Jodner is gonna just put the pressure on. Okay.
No pressure.
He can be excited.
It's no pressure. It's always just love. Always love.
All right.
Before you start, Mona, I'm so sorry. Cliff, I just want you to know you sound a little muffled when you're talking. I don't know if it's the AirPods. I just don't want you to go like the whole video sounding like that. Or the whole recording.
Sound muffled still?
Huh?
Hello? It still sound muffled?
I don't know. It just don't sound clear to me.
You sound like you in the closet.
Yeah.
Tap in the closet. All right, let me fix it.
Somebody help me.
So it looks like he has a lot going on. The background looks like there's smoke. I don't know. Yeah, you look a little washed out. It looks
not the background ashy though.
Oh, you blurred it. Okay.
That's not how it is. That how it usually looks?
He's at a different angle.
Oh.
Because usually you're not facing so much of the stairs usually.
Oh, I know what I did. This is what I did last time. So it's look different now? It's good?
You look
No.
blurred.
Let me
Dry.
take the blur off. Is good enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. There you go. There you go.
Put a little cooler in yourself
Yeah.
or something.
Not a little cooler.
Yeah, take those off. You're on mute. You're muted.
You hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
better.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah.
Way
There you
better.
go. There you go.
Now you sound like you got
Back
balls
in the
now, boy.
game.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
What?
golly, boy. Dang, boy.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna start including Lanessa in my prayers because I just don't understand.
What? That was a compliment.
Oh, okay.
That was a compliment.
All right, go ahead, Mona. My bad.
No, you're good. All right. So I have a little like scenario. So everyone give their little feedback. So say you're dating somebody, right? And you had a friend of the opposite sex, but you're the person you're dating now is like, oh, I would prefer you sever ties with this person because they used to have an interest in you. Now, say this has been your friend for a while. It's been like some years now. How would you go about that situation? I want to hear from the guys first.
Who am I? Am I the
You're the
person?
boyfriend. You're the boyfriend. Well, you're the no. Actually, I lied. You're the person with the friend. So would you sever that tie, or just give your thoughts on from like each angle, or each person?
Yeah, I don't know, Cliff. You want to go first?
I mean, okay. How long of a relationship y'all in?
What the dating relationship?
Yeah, the dating relationship.
Say like 6 months.
6 months.
But
And
you've
the
known
friend
that
is
friend
an old
for
friend?
years.
Okay.
Yeah, but they've always had interest in you, and they like recently stopped like trying to like
Pursue
show
you?
interest. Yeah, because
I don't know.
now you're
I mean, if knowingly I know that person got interest and had interest, I'll respect the person. I'll be like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Even though like it's a very close friend, bro, but like you had interest, bro. That means how close of friends was we, bro? You know what I'm saying? You was trying to get with me, actually, right? So that's
yeah.
how I would look at it. I'll be like, okay, being like that person actually was trying to get with me. Yeah, they're a close friend, but I think I would be like, hey, I see something with this person. I'll try that. I will respect their wishes, bro. Because obviously that person, the friend like you, bro. The friend like you. And if you would be with the friend, they would be with you. They wouldn't just be a friend.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're saying you would end that? You would
And
sever
the
ties.
friendship?
I would push the friendship back. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say I would end it, bro, but it wouldn't be like the same kind of friendship. You know what I'm saying? I would respect
Okay.
what the person that I'm with was talking about.
I would try to help that person be more comfortable. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't end the friendship though, because I wouldn't end the friendship. We're still dating. It's not an official, commitment. So I don't want to end this friendship. And then next, you're looking for something else. Oh, I don't like how you don't eat breakfast with me in the morning. So now I gotta feel like I gotta change that. If I give you this friendship and I sabotage it or I put it to the side, the back burner, like what else are you gonna be looking for to try to, in my opinion, nitpick? Like, okay, you gotta do this or you gotta do that. So I would keep my friendship. I would just try to help you be more comfortable. Like I'm not one to I wouldn't take any calls with her private. So if she calls me and you're next to me, like shoot it. I'm on speaker. Hey, what's good? I'm not even telling her I'm on speaker. I'm like, yo, what's good? Oh, such and such and such. So then now you hear what we talk, how we are. So it helps you be a little bit more comfortable. Like, oh, okay. Like they really just hit each other up about nothing. But it's not like, hey, so what you do this morning? Like, it's not a pursuing. Yeah, that person may have liked you, may have loved you, whatever. But it's not like they're actively pursuing you.
Right,
So
but I'm saying, what if they were pursuing you up until the point you started like
That's what I'm
dating,
saying.
being in a
That's fine,
relationship with that
That's
person?
the kicker, bro. Like
Right, that's fine.
that person was actually pursuing. They was
That's
trying.
fine. That's fine too. I still wouldn't cut that friendship off.
Oh,
I would let them know, okay, I'm pursuing this person, and then they have to adjust. Because if they don't adjust, then our relationship is going to fall. But if they can adjust, like, okay, this is what it is, like he told me, it's not like my friend doesn't know about this person that I'm dating. I'm wrong if my friend doesn't know about this person that I'm dating and I'm keeping them on the side while still trying to date this person. I would be wrong because now I'm playing with her emotions. But if I tell her like, hey, I'm dating this person, like I let it be known, then now you have to adjust.
So what about
give that friend the opportunity to respect the relationship boundary?
Yeah, I would give that friend the opportunity to respect the relationship boundary. Yes.
I guess I'm looking from the perspective of the person that's, I guess, asking for the relationship to be pushed back. Like you in the back of your mind would be like, bro, this person was trying to get at my girl up until a point where I stepped into the picture. Mm-hmm. What's to say this person never going to go at my girl again? You know what I'm saying?
I don't care about him.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't care about him. He means nothing to me. Like my thing is her. I always say that. My bad. I'm coming a little strong. No, I always say that I have two niggas in this world who because I thought about this, who like these are my niggas outside of family. Like these are my people. It's because it's never about the dude. Dudes are always gonna be able to pursue. My thing is like if the roles flip and my woman comes after my dudes, will it go down? Most of the time it will. But with these two dudes, Pierre Sherman, I feel like if Ness would go after him sexually, it would not go down. Like I'm so strong about that opinion that I don't even think their meat would get up. That's how strong I am. But there's not too many niggas that like that actually exist where if the woman pursues them, it still wouldn't go down. Niggas is gonna chase all day. Like to me, that's not an issue. It's what is the woman doing? Like if the woman pursues, how was that nigga gonna react? That's why I said him pursuing or him trying to steal whatever doesn't faze me. At the end of the day, it's like what is she doing? Now, as a protector, all that, I'm gonna look at her sideways if she's like alone with him. Because in my mind, like this is where we disagree on this, where she'd be like, oh, the devil's advocate or whatever. You can't say this about whatever. There's some things it can happen in a man. Like I can't be raped. I can be sexually motivated, cool, but you can't rape me as a woman. Like if the roles are reversed, she can be raped. You know what I'm saying? Like because you put yourself in a position. You went to this man's house at whatever time. You was in his bed. No is not enough. But to me, it's just like it's too much.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
No,
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
No, I get what he's saying. He's going. I get where he's going with it. I get where he's going with it.
You're saying that it's really more of the woman.
Number one. So let's just clarify that.
You gonna put something in my cup?
Yeah,
it's possible.
I'm just saying.
Especially,
I would like to have that. Not even a thought in the mind. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like if they still interacting, bro, it's still gonna pop up in your mind from time to time. You know what I'm saying? What they talking about or something, bro. I would like the relationship to adjust to what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to be like that.
You would want boundaries put in place to
exactly.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? It can't just be being because this person was actually pursuing you, bro. The reason he's not pursuing you no more is because I'm pursuing you. You know what I'm saying?
But I think Jarvis said the same thing. You said with boundaries, you just wouldn't end the friendship. You just
that's what I said. The friendship, it would have to be scaled back.
But then it's like
it would have to be scaled back.
Now you're gonna be looking like what kind of boundaries? Can't call her after 8. No good morning text messages.
Whatever.
Like if anytime that they having a conversation, do you need to be around?
Kind of off, bro. That is kind of off.
No, I agree with you. But my thing is just like, would you now, anytime that she converses with him, would you want to be around? Would you want the phone to be on speaker?
Nope.
Like
I feel like that's too much. Like I feel like that's too much. Like I feel like that's too much. Like, oh, put the phone on speaker.
Yeah,
Like, that's just a
And then there's
little.
no
That's
But
like,
but
trust.
that's what I'm saying. It's like
yeah, that's too much.
what is an adjustment on the relationship looks like?
I mean, I guess
It's
that
not
depends on the
speaking
two
as
people.
that's what I'm
That
saying. It
depends
depends
on
yeah.
the
on the
two
two people.
people.
However comfortable he feels
Yeah, like it
or she
depends on.
feels on the thing, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Is how they adjust it. But it has to get adjusted, bro. It can't be the same relationship, bro. Because
It
now
can't, yeah.
the before relationship was him pursuing her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it can't be the same relationship, bro. It has to get adjusted anyways.
You're right. But
I
my thing is
just
just like, even if it's adjusted, in your eyes, you're gonna be judging that adjustment. So now you're gonna be like, oh, he don't even like she could be like, oh, he don't call me or don't text me in the morning, don't text me past a certain time. You still gonna be looking like, is her adjustment that you gave her enough for you? Like, is it sufficient for you? Or are you gonna be like, damn, y'all still talk?
well, that's why you
I think
gotta
it depends.
communicate and be
Yeah,
Y'all
it
said
transparent.
the
depends on the
adjustments, they'll do
person.
that.
yeah. That's why I said depends on the two people in the
Yeah.
relationship.
If y'all said it,
What
and then you
the
know what I'm
each
saying, you got
other's
y'all both
comfortable
accept
with.
it, it's good.
But I
Yeah.
also think, like, my opinion is to answer your scenario, Mona, is how would I feel? Like, you want to treat people the way you want to be treated. So,
Yeah,
like, how would I feel if me and him are now dating and there was a girl in the picture that was pursuing him until I popped up on the scene? Would I want him to alter that relationship with that girl? So, if my answer is yes, then, and with the shoe being on the other foot, I'm going to give the same respect. So, if I
yeah,
know
I
I
agree
would
with
be
you.
upset if he had somebody pursuing him and then he still was like buddy friend, I mean, like if they were just a little too close for comfort for me, if I know I would be upset, then I would just show the same respect, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like that's my thoughts. If it's something I wouldn't like you doing, I mean, vice versa. Like you just, what you want, you have to be able to what
Reciprocate.
you right exactly. Exactly. But that's just
And
my opinion.
And I think like
Yeah.
if the guy is really pursuing you, he like Cliff mentioned, he really was only your friend because he wanted to get with you. Guys and girls are very seldomly friends. There's very few guys you could just be friends with. So if there's a pursuing aspect, then that's the reason why he was your friend. It's because he wanted to be with you. If he was truly just a friend and you do come to him, hey, what's up? I'm dating somebody else right now. He's gonna already know how to behave. You're not even gonna have to tell him the boundaries. The boundaries are already going to be set because you guys were truly just friends. Now, if there was something more than friendship there, that's when you get like, the boundaries are a little muddled a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
things are complicated.
yeah, if the person is truly a friend, you don't even have to have that conversation. They're going to already know, okay, Mona's dating somebody or whoever scenario is dating somebody. I already know how to behave now because I'm going to show them the same respect as if I was dating somebody what I would want in return. So,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like I wouldn't call Jodner at wee hours of the night, like or whatever, just because of course he's married, he has a family. Like, well, why would I be
yeah.
calling at those hours?
I would call you.
Okay, we know, but
He has,
you're a little
you
special.
like
I'm
boundaries
I'm
in
I'm
general.
very I'm
So.
very I'm very bad. Like I'm very bad when it comes to that. Like a statistic. I just and I don't talk about it because I know most men wouldn't be able to be disciplined doing some of the things that I do. Not to say that I'm great or above anybody because I'm not. But I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. So in my mind, yeah, I'll call Mona anytime. I don't care. But if no for real, but if Mona,
Yo, nigga.
yeah, right. But if Mona's in a relationship, I'm more respectful. Like, okay, it's 10 o'clock over there.
That's what we're talking about,
Maybe
though.
maybe I'll send a text, maybe I'll whatever. But yeah, it's just tough for me because I guess because I know my intentions. Like I don't know this other nigga's intention, and I don't care. My thing is like, what is she reacting to? No, for real. Like, what is she reacting to? Like, yeah, that's how I look at it.
Well, you are very respectful, Jodner. I don't think you don't call me like no crazy hours. Cliff has never had an issue. Like you are very respectful. So
I don't know why.
Yes.
But it's like I know my intentions. I know I wouldn't, and I think about that. Like, man, how does this look? I know it's 11 o'clock, but like, I don't know. I try to be very respectful, try to think of, family dynamics. I don't want it to look a certain way, but like, I'm willing to go over and beyond to not prove, but to really show that, okay, it's not what it looks like.
What about you, Ness? What do you think?
We talk about this all the time because we differ greatly on this subject. Because John talks to everybody. He'll, be held up in the grocery store for an hour talking to a stranger. But I tell him all the time, like, regardless of your intention, you don't know what the other person's intention is. So, like, there needs to be a mutual respect, regardless of how you feel, regardless of how long the friendship was, or what the dynamic was or has been. What is the priority? The person that you are with now and how it makes them feel. Mm-hmm. So they should never. So my take on it is, like, from the jump, if I'm the person that is having to make the decision about having to put the friend on the back burner, right?
That's you can speak from whatever standpoint you want, or either one or all. It doesn't matter.
Well, from that standpoint, I feel like if your partner has to ask you and is at the point to have to vocalize, like, hey, like, I'm uncomfortable with this friendship dynamic, like, you need to tell that person to fall back, like, you're talking to me now. I feel like a line has already been crossed. If it's not like you don't already understand that should have taken place, then that already shows to me that there's, like, a lack of boundaries and a lack of respect that is going to continue to be an issue. Because now it's like, I don't want to have to continue to say again, like, hey, you need to tell them back up, or them tell me, oh, you need to tell them to back off. Because then it does get into the details. Okay, so when do you want them to call me? They can only call me from 12 to 2 p.m. And then it becomes like a nuisance.
A chore.
Exactly. Like. So to me, like, once it's getting to that point where you have to keep communicating or ask even more than once, it's like, you know what, I'll fall back. Like, you go explore whatever that friendship means to you, because obviously that's taking priority over what my request has been or what you're trying to build with me. And, like, I'll remove myself from the equation. So you figure that out. And then if you realize, like, hey, that friendship was worth continuing to hold on to versus pursuing this relationship, and that's the choice you made. If it's vice versa, then it's vice versa. But I don't think there's room for everybody in that dynamic, because some people, when they're talking to people, they'll kind of, like, toe the line of, like, okay, I know I can't cross this line. We can't have sex. We can't spend, like, alone time together. But there's a lot of intricacies that go into a relationship and, like, being a companion to someone. So just making yourself available to have someone to talk to, or to go places with, or, oh, do me this favor, give me your Netflix password or whatever. Like, certain things can just bleed into every area of your life, and then it can leave your partner feeling like, why is this person still popping up everywhere if you guys are just friends? But they still at all the family functions, and it's just like, we are coexisting. There's no sexual or whatever, but you're just, like, around and taking up a space that really should be primarily held by your partner. So I think it can just get tricky in that way.
I agree with that.
I like that. Is that me?
And I know for me, I was really bad at this. I was the guy to where, like, if she sends me a text and then, or, I get ready to call my people, all my missed calls and stuff like that, I didn't call her first. Like, I call her last, because in my mind, I'm thinking I want to give you, like, I don't want to think about anybody else after when I'm talking to you. So I get rid of everybody first. So it's like, okay, let me call this person back because they need some. Let me text this person back. Let me whatever. So then after I'm done, it's just, all right, cool. Now my last call, and I don't have any calls after that, so we can go as long as you want. And she was looking at it like, why I got to be last? Like, why didn't you call me first? And I was like, if I call you first, now I feel like, all right, it's been an hour. I got to get to these other missed calls, or I got to, I got to text this other person back, or I got to make sure. So it was something that I had to adjust to, because I'm thinking I'm doing a good job, because I'm like, all right, I'm saving to where I don't have to think about time. So I text you last, or I call you back last. And she's looking at it like, calling me back last means I'm at the bottom of your priority. Like, you called this person first, or you called that person. So I had to look at it differently. Like, okay, let me adjust that real quick and make sure that I fix that, which was not easy.
I think everything falls back to respect and communication. Is that? Oh, I think that's what basically everything falls down to be honest.
Yeah, just respecting your partner's feelings. That's all.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, good job, guys. Love the perspective.
Bravo.
Yeah.
John,
I
I know
have
you have. Oh, go ahead, Shirley. I was like, John, like you waiting to ask this question.
No, I have no question. No.
Oh,
I just finished reading a book called Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. Really good. He's a Black author from Virginia. It's kind of like an action book, which was really different for me because I like thrillers and all that stuff. So it was a little different to read an action book, but it was pretty cool. But anyways, the book is about two fathers, and both of their sons just recently died. So they're like on a path of revenge to avenge their son's death. Their sons were both gay and were married to each other, but the fathers did not approve of their lifestyle, didn't attend the wedding. Both of the fathers, got into some trouble with the law, and they're ex-convicts and they're trying to like change their life around. So they have like feelings about homosexuality because of experiences in like the penitentiary and stuff like that. So they basically didn't have good relationships with their sons while their sons were living because of their lifestyles. So when the sons passed away, they had like tremendous amount of guilt that they didn't have the relationship that they wanted with their sons, and they felt like avenging their son's death would kind of bring them some type of peace to deal with the bad relationships that they had. So I thought it was an amazing book. I just want to ask you guys as fathers, knowing that you both have sons, what is your stance and how would you move in a situation like that if you were to, in the future, your son decided that they wanted to be homosexual?
I wouldn't feel no kind of way about it. You know what I'm saying? You are who you are, bro. Like, I mean, you said decided, man. Like, is it? I mean, is it a choice or they born that way? Like, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? If you was homosexual, bro, I don't care. Like, you still my son. You still, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna love you anyways, bro. Like, I can't help what you like. You know what I'm saying? I can just still put some character in you, bro. You can still be a upstanding man, bro. Even if you gay. You feel me? Like, gay people can be upstanding men. But yeah, that's my stance on it.
I'd have strippers on an hour every hour to shake their ass until he learns to like it.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
you sound like
Get
Blueface.
that,
you going to
get
jail?
that, man. No, I really wouldn't care. I really wouldn't care. In my mind, I would have jokes because we gonna have jokes. We gonna clown you regardless. We gonna clown you. We gonna whatever. But like it doesn't change that they're my son. Doesn't change how I feel about them. I'm not gonna look at myself also like, dang, did I do something wrong as a man, as a a straight man? Like, did I not whatever? Did I push him away? Like, I don't know. I'm not. I wouldn't even question the way I fathered him. I'd just be like, all right, but I already know how the kind of world that we're living in. The influences. I'll just try to I would be against it. Like, I'm not promoting it, but if it happens, then it happens. But I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you see that? That's a girl. You should like a girl when you. I'm not doing that at a young age, trying to push, him and like whatever he sees. I would just hope that that's what's mimicked in the future. I saw a mommy, I saw a daddy. It wasn't two women, it wasn't two men. Like, so that's my interest. So even if he's around somebody who has two fathers or who has two mothers, it's not. He can question it. He's gonna be curious, but he don't have to be like, I want two mommies or I want two daddies. Like, he knows what he has at home. I just want to make sure that that's promoted well, so he don't have to be looking for answers anywhere else. Like no, you see us.
Along the lines of what you said, um, you said and what it was that you wouldn't be pushing like the okay, Beam, this is a girl, you gotta like girls such and such. Like, cause I kind of struggle with this because of like sometimes they be watching stuff on the iPad, and I'm like, okay, Beam, like that's not what you need to be watching as a boy. You know what I'm saying? That's not. So like, what's your stance on that? As
Yeah, you're not getting your nails done with mommy. No, like you're not wearing a skirt. No, like you're not doing that. I'm not promoting none of that. Like I don't care what they doing at school. I don't care, you know, drag queen type stuff. Like, no, you're not doing none of that. Like, I don't even, and that's not for this reason, but I hate glitter. Like, it's everywhere. Why is that here? I hate glitter.
How does that relate?
It's just like, no, like absolutely not. So yeah, I'm not pushing it, but it's like you're not about to be doing that. Like you can have a mommy and son day and y'all go do whatever, but it ain't gonna be you getting lashes, you getting no, not happening.
But how would you handle the iPad thing? Like if your son on the iPad, because like a lot of the stuff is so colorful and girly, so they gravitate to those types of shows. Like,
Yeah.
how would you handle that? Would you be like, "Oh, you can't watch that. That's a girl show," or "That's a you know what I mean?"
I'm always confused about like what is the actual correlation to those like having girl interest or boy interest and actually being homosexual or heterosexual. Because I was reading something, it was like years ago, and it was something that said like the reason that pink and blue became like the designated colors for gender was had something to do with like an advertising scheme, like they were trying to sell something, and so they just picked a color like it
Associated one with
just yeah just pick, okay, we're going to pick pink for girls and blue for boys, and then since then that's been what it was to associate for gender. But it's just like if it had been the reverse, would we think that blue is a feminine color? Like what is the actual correlation between these inanimate things and homosexuality and heterosexuality? Because I say that to say, like, you do have heterosexual or homosexual people that do things that don't conform to what you think, their gender or their sexual preference would be. So, girls who play sports but are heterosexual and vice versa. So it's like, I can understand why it would be like eyebrow raising, like, oh God, he's playing with Barbies. Does that mean, this or that? But I don't know. Sometimes I get concerned and I'm hyper aware now, even as a parent, like by paying extra attention to these things and looking at it through an adult lens. Am I unintentionally like creating more of an issue by making a big deal of it? Like, are they even perceiving it that way? Like, oh, I'm
yeah.
watching a Barbie commercial, or are they just like, oh, this is the commercial that's on during the show that I'm watching? Like, I
Yeah,
would
so
want to understand more of what their association is.
I feel like with that, like some parents take away the child's like the child's curiosity about things in life. Like they don't like kids are not thinking like, oh yeah, if I like watch this show, I mean I'm gonna be gay and I'm a girl, or if you are, then fine. If you're not, fine. But it's just like you start to put like all these unnecessary like pressures and all these things that adults worry about on the children, like that, like let them be kids, let them be curious. I don't think like we have a right to take away from them and their interest in the world and what's out there, like it doesn't mean that they're going to be this way or that way.
I
And I
think
feel like the boy girl pink thing, that's just like it's just like nothing, it means nothing, like literally it's society forcing us to think a certain way. I mean, in my opinion.
the thing that kind of makes sense to, I guess, sort that out is which camp you will be in. Like, are you in the camp that believes that if you gay, you was born that way, or you gay because what you was exposed to? So,
Mm.
like, if you was if you in the camp of you gay of what you exposed to, then you're gonna be like, okay, Beam, I'm trying to take these toys away, and you're not supposed to play with Barbies, and you get what I'm saying, because I think that stuff makes you gay. But if you're in a different camp that believes, hey, you just come out this way, and then that's how you're born, you're gonna be like, okay, Beam, they can play with basketballs or whatever, or Barbie dolls, because they born that way, however way they is, and it's not gonna have no influence in whatever toys they play with. It's not gonna have no influence on that.
I don't know. I don't like the born that way. At least I want to support it. But I mean, I have seen, you see a child, not a baby, but more like a toddler, well, not a toddler either, like a child, like a kid, and you can sense he's giving me like he might be gay in the future. You know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, so we're going to like, okay, the loose wrist or the tongue sticking out, or like he's giving signs that it's gonna go there in the future already. And it's just like, what do you do? But I don't want to say that, oh, he was born that way. I don't know.
What did he get exposed
I
to?
don't think that there's
Yeah.
any way to say, well, I don't know. I won't say that there's not, but unless there's like scientific, like chromosomal sort of evidence, then I don't know how else you would prove that, because from when you're born, like what are you doing that is gender specific once you're born? Like those characteristics only show up past a certain age, and by that age you could have already had whatever experiences were going to impact you to go in either direction. So I don't think that argument is even a valid one. I know people have it a lot, but I never understood like how we would ever be able to prove that unless some scientist was able to do so.
I get it. I do think that I don't necessarily think you're born with it. I think it's what you're exposed to. You know what I'm saying? And they might have been exposed very, very young to some stuff, you know what I'm saying, that, made them think a different kind of way. Because we all are what we exposed to, bro. Like environments, what we see, we all are. That's all we made of. You know what I'm saying? Everything we saw, everything we witnessed, bro, is what we are.
Did you guys feel that way before you had kids? Like how you guys are saying right now, like, oh, you don't care how your kid turns out, if they're gay or not, you're gonna love them regardless. Did you have that same feeling before you had a child? Because I know a lot of men are like, oh, I'm gonna beat the gay out of my son, ain't never gonna be gay. Like, you know what I mean? Did it change, or did you always feel that way?
Always like this. Like I never, you know what I'm saying? I never was gonna try to change my kid. You know what I'm saying? I never in my mind was like, okay, Beam, I'm gonna have a kid, and then what they like, I'm gonna try to make them like something else. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, you know what I'm saying? Even now, I don't push my kids to like even a certain sport. You know what I'm saying? Whatever sport you like, I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna make sure you work hard in it, but I'm not gonna force you to like any kind of sport, any kind of school, any kind of class, any math class or anything like that. I'm not gonna force you any kind of way. And I always been like that. I'm not forcing nothing on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be your own person. Like whoever you are is gonna be who you are.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm gonna force it. Just because I'm gonna force it to start it, but I'm not forcing it to keep it. Like I know with my brother, like I forced him to play football, and he didn't want to. He tried to even run cross country, and I'm like, I understand we're Haitians, but we don't do cross country, bro. Like, and I forced him to play football that first year, and I told him you have to start it and you have to finish it. Now, if you don't want to do it next year, then that's cool. But at least you finish off the season. You finish off the season the next year, like he went back on his own. He did it on his own. He found joy or whatever in it, and he did it. But I don't want to. I just want them to be able to, whatever you start, you finish. Even now, I get annoyed at my son now. He's on YouTube. He'll click something. As soon as it starts playing, he's looking for the next thing to click. Like he's just in this pattern of, I don't like to watch it. Boom. 6 seconds go.
How old is he?
He's about to be 2 in December. I'm like, bro.
That sounds about right.
Right.
They don't got attention span.
It's hard for me because in my mind, I'm like, this is how it starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how it starts. Because it's like, they'll be able to tune you out. You'll be like, yo, Drew, I need you to tune me out. Didn't even hear the rest of what I just said. He just tuned me out because he saw
attention span.
Next thing. So I just wanted him to be like, I guess that's why I love our era, like a CD, VHS. When you press play, you could just fast forward to wherever. You had to watch the whole movie till you got to this one scene that you liked. Boom. Now they can get to the exact clip. Like, all right, bam, that's it. I'm like, well, what else happened? I don't know. I just like that clip. Like what? Like,
but why does that bother you?
It bothers me because it's like you didn't get the whole picture. You caught a glimpse.
Why does
you
that
didn't
bother
get the
you?
whole. That's why it bothers me. So then now when you give me your opinion, you're not even giving me your opinion of the whole movie. You're giving me opinion of this little scene.
Are we still talking about Drew?
Yeah, I'm just
Drew can't
attention
give you
span.
no opinion right now.
No, right. And that's why I said I'm just seeing how the seed is being planted. Like I even told her, like, isn't there a way to where once he plays something, you can't just skip and go to the next video? He has to watch those 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Like, she's like, no, babe, there's no way. I can tell you one thing: we don't watch Coco Melon. We're against that as a family. But but anything else, I guess, is pretty.
But he does the same thing. Like he cannot watch a program as soon as it gets to commercial. He got to change the channel to the next program because that's
now you know where he get it from.
No. As soon as it goes to
Now you
commercial,
know he get it from.
as soon as it goes to the commercial, Drew, it be Santa Claus is walking down the steps and he gonna change it. I'm like, you don't want to see if he gets a gift? Like, what happened? Nah, I'm good. Like what? So I just want him to be able to finish. Like I just don't want no quit in him. I don't want no.
You will get there.
Like, yeah, like if you don't like something, cool. Like you don't like it, but I don't want you to go and have a one bad day and then feel like, oh, I gotta quit now. Like, no, I don't like that. Like,
yeah, but I don't think him skipping through YouTube videos correlates to him being a quitter. Like, I just
no. But I want him to be able to finish.
That's how it starts.
Shirley, I didn't pick the YouTube clip for him. He did. So when he picked it, I'm like, all right, cool. Then as soon as it starts playing, he goes up, looks. I want to pick this one. I'm like,
so it's really about how you're looking at it. Why don't you look at it as if he's an explorer and he likes to explore, and one, he doesn't like to waste his time on things that he already knows is not for him. That's a positive way of looking at it. Maybe like, you know what, Drew is someone who knows what he wants and he's not going to waste time on things, so he moves on quick.
True.
Instead of him being a quitter.
But my thing is, he picked it, Shirley. I didn't pick the clip.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know, like he can read the description.
No.
Yeah, he can't read the description of the video. He got to press play to see if he likes it.
Right, but 4 seconds? Like,
that's all he needs. That's all he needs. That's all he needs.
I do love how we already see now he is his own man. Like, all the kids could be around the slide and he'll watch him and he'll be like, cool. He'll be like, but I'm going to be on the swings. And then he'll be on the swings. And then when the kids go to the swings, he'll be like, all right, I'm going to go to the slide. Now, he likes to really do his own thing. He doesn't like organization. He likes it to be a mess. Like if he's not on his bike, he flips his bike so no one rides it. Well, even though no one here rides it, but he flips it to where his bike is not going to go anywhere because he flipped it. But if the bike is standing still, he thinks like, it might get away. So let me turn it sideways and the wheels are up. Now I know it's going to be there when I get back. And then he goes, he does his own thing. So I do see little stuff like that, in his personality, which is dope.
And just know that his personality is going to change as he grows as well. Like, so I think as parents, we kind of like, not really overcompensate, but I think we try so hard to not like repeat certain mistakes or things that we've gone through. So we're like really cautious and looking and reading into every little thing that they do. And then like Mona says, like, they're just kids. They're just being kids, like sometimes it's just a kid. Like,
yeah.
Well, and one thing I don't like though is when people like to their kids, like, oh, back in my day, I used to have to do this. So you should be able to do that by now. This is a different time. These are different kids. We have different resources. My kid doesn't have to be a latchkey kid. They don't have to struggle. So why would I put that on them just because that's something I went through? There's other ways to build the same character and teach the same lessons. They don't have to go through hell to learn the lesson.
Yeah, I think a lot of parents don't know any other way. And so that's why they repeat the trauma that's done to them. Like, this is going to make you tougher. This is going to make you responsible. And the kid ends up resenting them and kind of checking out, and kind of damages the relationship versus realizing, okay, what is their particular way of learning or receiving information? How do I tap into that? How do I make use of the resources available to them and the things that they're interested in to teach the same lessons and build the same characteristics and qualities that I want them to have? That's a struggle because kids have it. They will inevitably have it easier than we have it. Like that's just over the course of time in each generation. So how do you still teach those lessons while allowing them to take advantage of life being a little bit easier?
For sure. I guess I can ask Mona and Lanessa the same question about if your son or daughter was to be in the LGBTQ plus community, be a part of that community. How would you guys feel? Would it be the same as the men? Love them either way?
Yeah, of course. Love them either way. Um, I can honestly say that's not what I would envision, for their life. In the same way, like if they chose a career path or that was, alternate to what I think would be best for them, it would be an adjustment. But my job as a parent is not to control their life, is to guide them as much as I can. So that would be, their decision. So I would love and support them just like I would if it was, not the case. But I definitely think it would be an adjustment just because that's not the way that I was raised. So I don't have as many tools, so it would be harder work for me to understand. I mean, thankfully it's easier now because things are becoming, more acceptable. Because like the main concern as a parent is like their safety, right? Like the experience that you guys had in Texas, like those experiences are also very real for children in the LGBTQ community. So it's like not wanting them to, like, life is already hard. Not wanting their life to be any harder would be like the main reason of like, I don't want you to stick out in this way that's going to bring you harm or bring you any sort of negative attention. Like, I just want your life to be as easy and as happy as possible. And I can't protect you from, the cruel things that this world might have to say or the way that they might treat you if this is the lifestyle, that you're a part of. So just not having the tools to be able to understand and relate and like support as much as I would want would like concern me as a parent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, to be honest, I'm gonna support my child. Like, I definitely don't want to. Like Nessa said, the world is already cruel. I don't want them to experience that from me just because they choose a different, like, a sexual preference than the norm. And I definitely don't want my child to experience like depression and all of this stuff just because I don't support them because of who they like. So I'll just support my child. The world is already tough and hard enough. I don't need to make it harder for them. Yeah. And what Lanessa was saying, like the black character in the book, because I forgot to mention they were in a like interracial gay couple, so like fathers
makes it
were
even harder.
Yeah, one was white and one was black, and this is Virginia. So the book touched on a lot of like racism and homosexuality, and that was the black father's main concern. Was like, you're already a black male in the South, and then now you're gay on top of it. Like, how am I going to protect you?
Yeah.
What can I do for you? You're making things harder on yourself. Why would you do that? Type thing like that. But yeah, very good book. It's actually becoming a movie. It's being adopted into a movie by Jerry Bruckheimer, so it should be pretty good.
I watched the movie.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
The movies are never the same, guys.
They're really not. I did watch. I
would
did
never
read.
know because I never read the book.
I read Hunger Games and then watched the movie and was, why didn't they put this part in the movie? Like I was just
right.
They forgot this detail. That's important. Like I was just.
Yeah, and the way you envision the characters, because you create your own story in your mind when you're reading books, right? So like the way you envision the characters, and then they cast somebody for the movie, you're like, that's not how they're supposed to look, or that's not like. Books are so much better
for you.
Books are so much better. Yeah, good book. Let me know if you guys want to borrow it.
I'll watch the movie too.
Three for the movies.
I read that book in 3 days. It was so good. Very good writer.
You be reading fast, Shirley. I gotta look up some words as I go, little stuff like that.
If you find something you're interested in, it's really easy. I'm trying to get into self-help books, but they kind of annoy me. But
I like those.
Cliff loves self-help books. I'm just like, oh my God, where's the plot? Where's the setting? What's going on?
Plot is yourself.
All about me. That's a good questionnaire book.
That's like you have to write in the answers yourself.
Yeah. But it's good. You get to know. Huh?
What was that?
All About Me.
All About Me.
It's a self-questioning book. It's right there. What I gave you for your birthday that you have yet to put a single.
Okay.
Right there, still where you left it. Yeah. But it's a whole bunch of questions.
Not a crease was on the book.
Not even a crease. I don't even think she opened it. I think she opened it.
I feel like you just found that this weekend while I was gone because I have not seen it.
You know, I never moved it, right?
Since when?
Since I gave it to you on your birthday, July 18th.
This is not about that.
Yikes.
Yeah, I never. No, I love answering questions because to me it's like how you answer today is not how you'll answer tomorrow. So I love that, you get a chance to write it down and be like, oh my goodness, like this was important to me. This was my favorite movie when I was 16, or this was like, that's why I love to ask questions and get stories because I know it won't be the same. It just won't.
I like it for like the kids. Like there's another book that's kind of like your legacy or something, like who you were as a person. Because your kids, like they only know you as their parents, and sometimes we treat them and only talk to them as their parents. So I think it's good to write in those types of books because you kind of get the brain dump out of your mind, and then it's something that they can read later to think like, oh, mom and dad, went through this just like I am, or they were this way, or this is who they were outside of being my mom or dad.
I like that. Yeah, that's dope. Anyone else? Oh, yesterday was Cliff and I's 5th anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary. Big 5.
What?
5 years.
It actually feels longer. It feels longer.
It do feel longer when you're in it.
I just
time's been flying by for me.
Yeah, it feels longer. It feels longer. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
So in 5 more years
in your 5 years.
Oh, what did you say? I'm sorry, Alyssa.
I was gonna say, what is something you've learned in this 5 years that you wish you knew year one?
Oh,
listen.
What'd you say, Cliff?
Listen.
Yeah, mine was gonna be somewhere along the lines of like not going so hard to get my point across, but listening to the perspective of my partner. And then understanding that it is not my job to change his perspective or his opinion. It's my job to come to an understanding because that's how we both win instead of arguing. Yeah. So like, I want to change your opinion, change your perspective. I respect your opinion, your perspective. This is how I feel. Now, what are we going to do about it? Let's come to an understanding. We're not here to like argue each other's points, or because that's all an argument is trying to get somebody to believe or understand where you're coming from. So we can avoid all of that if we just respect each other's difference of opinions and then figure out what we're going to do about it.
Yeah, mine is similar. It's just listen, bro. I think when we first started off, year one, definitely I was just listening to respond or just trying to get my thing across.
Got the defense ready.
Yeah, just listening to actually just listen and be like, okay, maybe this makes sense or maybe it doesn't make sense or whatever, but just listen. Like pay attention and say, okay, this is what she think. I might not necessarily agree, but she her own person. She think that way. Cool, whatever. That creates less arguments that I found. You know what I'm saying? Just listen and be like, all right, that's how you feel.
I also think that creates a safe space between your partner because you know they're just going to listen and they're not going to like judge you or they're not going to go back and forth with you. So you're going to be more open to tell them any and everything. And that increases the transparency in the relationship and then just creates like a safe environment. So yeah, that's be the biggest lesson I've learned. So yeah, 5 years and 5 more. We're gonna do the wedding all over again.
No, we not. No, we
I feel
not.
like only women think like that. Like I don't know a guy who
All
says,
over
"Yeah, we're
again.
gonna."
Wow.
Like I just, yeah.
I told Shirley 25 is what you're getting. So I don't know what this 5 years, 10-year anniversary thing you doing. I've never heard of that ever. I've
I'll
heard of
send the invite,
25.
guys.
I'll see y'all at Red Lobster.
She heard me. Don't eat that.
Yeah.
I want to do it again. I don't know. 10 is cool. Maybe 10 or 15. I would definitely want to do it at 25. I want to do it at 25 too, though. So I want the
such a
kids
short
to
interval.
be.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes y'all need reminding. Like you need to repeat these vows in front of the pastor and family again.
No. But the vows change. Now I know what I said.
We
that I
need to
couldn't
renew
keep
the
up.
contract and
Right.
add some things.
You know what? Then it could be a yearly thing. You know what I'm saying? Like every year, let's renew the contract. Now, what can
Jackie,
we?
Christy, and her husband Doug, they've been getting
They
married
do.
every year for
We
like
do.
20 something years.
I think that's dope. A year contract, treated like sports. You know.
They have a full on wedding too.
No, I wouldn't do all that.
Every year?
Yeah, I don't need to do all that, but they do it every year.
Nah, it'd be me, you under a tree.
John,
if you're always planning a wedding, you don't have time to plan a divorce.
That part.
What would you?
And I could eat some of that Lebanese food again, Jodner, from your wedding. That thing was good.
I don't think I would ever do it as. I would do it as big when the children plan it on their dime for the 25 or whatever.
It was good. I love my wedding.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's all I got, folks. So 7:59, right on time.
All right. So the question, it's very short.
You still had a question?
I just thought of it just now. If somebody is like building a home for you from scratch, but you have no say so on anything that they do detail wise, except for one room, what room would that be?
The kitchen.
The kitchen would be your spot. Okay. And what is it about the kitchen that it has to be your way and you don't trust for it to be done by them? What would be so different about this?
The color scheme, the backsplash. Yeah, just what I want.
Okay.
Mine would be the den.
The man cave.
I need my man cave, and I don't need you to touch nothing down there. I'm gonna fix it how I want.
Gotcha.
That's hard.
That's what it is, B.
Mine would be between the kitchen or the bathroom.
Gotta pick one. There's no.
It's so hard.
Gotta pick one.
It's so hard.
I would say the kitchen.
Why? What would be so special about this kitchen that you need to?
Because I have a particular way that I like to organize things. And so I would just want like custom cabinets and that little thing over the stove that you can just pour water directly in the pot. Gotta have that. It's like an extra faucet that's just over the stove. Yeah. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I have much more details that I would want in the kitchen, like to customize it. The bathroom, I would want to do that too, but it's just a toilet and a shower bath.
See, you don't need it. You don't need it. The bathroom, for me. You need a bathroom.
I would definitely have heated floors in there, though.
See, now you're thinking. Heated floors. I need a mirror that don't fog. I needed to the door. I actually somebody who I know customized this. They did renovation in this crib, and I was a part of it. And they used their bathroom door as a security door. So if somebody if they were in danger, if everyone goes to that bathroom, close the door, guns can't open it, like bullets, like it's bulletproof, soundproof. Like it was dope. And I was like, that would definitely be something I would add to it. The toilet needs to be far away from the door. It needs to be when you flush, like it's soundless. Like I hate when you flush the whole floor, heard you flush. All right, he's done, y'all. Like, come on. Like, it needs to be heated floors for sure. And floors that soaks up water. So it's like even if you walk and you're not slipping. Showers, got like the thing that comes from the walls.
You sound like a multi-million-dollar.
I'm trying to listen. Let me tell you, I don't care what the rest of the house look like, but if the bathroom is straight, because you got to think about it. You visit the bathroom whether you want to or not every day. So why won't you be comfortable?
You're not supposed to spend a lot of time in there, Jordan. It's
that?
supposed to be in and out. Yeah.
No. Shower, relieve yourself, and
do your
go.
business and leave.
No,
It's not the man cave, Jordan.
It's not a hideout. I've been doing this since before you. You know, I go there, I relax, I bring the laptop, I handle all my emails.
There's other places we can utilize your
Handling business
laptop.
on the throne, man.
Bro, I'm trying to say, I got a squatty potty, I got the candles lit, you know what I'm saying? I got you know what I'm saying? It's nice.
The whole production.
Yeah.
I despise the bathroom. I mean, and I don't even like Cliff cleans the bathrooms. I do not.
I love to clean the bathroom. I love it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm in there.
I get it. I don't
Mona, what was yours?
I was in between the kitchen and the bedroom because I feel like the bedroom is like my comfort spot. Like when I'm ready to relax, I need it to be on point. I don't know. That's where I wake up. That's where I go to sleep. Like, you know, it sets the tone for my day. And how my day ends. Like, if I had a bad day, I'm going to my bedroom just to relax. If I'm, starting my day, nice lights and, natural light and, warm and comfy. I feel like it's the bedroom for me.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What made you ask that question?
I don't know.
Why does he do anything he does?
I just
there's no rhyme or reason.
I don't know. Because I know. I mean, it's a good question because it tells you a lot about the person who answers it, like what they care about, like what's important to them. Like obviously, you're not gonna say kitchen if you don't cook because you don't care. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of shows where they spend most of their time.
Yes, like obviously Mona cares about rest. That's important to her. So, and I get it because if you look at what she does, she needs rest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people's answer gives a hint about how they are as a person. So
what does the bathroom say?
He like to hide.
That's not it. I really not it. It's really, but I do like to be super comfortable. Like I like to. I like for it to be clean. I don't know. I'm big on the bathroom. And I leave no evidence. As long as we've been married, she's never seen me on the throne outside of that video that I did for just kicks and giggles and stuff like that. Same thing. I've never seen her on the throne. That's just our relationship. Yeah. I know it's very normal that people go around each other, and if that's what you do, great. It just has not. It has not. No, I don't pass gas around. I've never passed gas around her.
Shirley be
very squeamish.
and to me, and I know that's normal. So it's like I'm not against it when I hear it from someone. I'm like, oh, you just no. I know that's how it is, but for me, I just no. Please don't leave no evidence in the bathroom. Like I like to not. Huh?
I don't know if I can trust you if you can't fart around me. That means you hiding shit.
No,
literally.
No, I just can't. I can't. I guess to me, I know how dangerous it is, and I know how I be suffocating on my own stuff. Like, why would I put that? Why would I put you in danger like that? Like, I would never.
Because you can die from trapped gas.
No, it's true. It's true. No, it's true. And to
When
me,
that thing start multiplying in your stomach,
right.
when one
You're
fart turn into
completely
20,
right. You're completely right. But I play it off. Like I'm like, damn, I forgot something. Like what happened? My wallet. I'll be right there. Turn around, let her keep going, light it up, and then wait. Because you know it's a trail. It trails you, so you can't just wait. You know, wave that thing off, and then take the long way back to her, and then be straight. You know, but I'm not.
so
I appreciate that. I very much appreciate it.
Yeah. So.
Because
like I'm like one up in the car, man. You know, just not even drop a window, man.
Right.
Oh, come on, man.
I know my shit, man. You got
and that's how my parents was. My mom would light it up and then blame my dad, and I'm just like, just choking in the background.
You're
like
traumatized. So
I was like, maybe that's the case. Maybe that's where it comes from. But in my mind, I don't. Yeah, I just don't.
Well, to each its own, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What works for you works for you. Sometimes I wish Cliff would think like that.
What?
Not fart and poop around me.
Are you serious? If you reciprocate the energy, you know what I'm saying? That we can both be on the same page.
I told you I'm not holding my gas for nobody.
Okay, then why do you want me to do it then?
I ain't letting that thing.
Yeah. But Drew be lighting it up, boy. God, what?
Drew don't care. He said that's y'all business.
Whatever I do down here, y'all got to take care of.
That boy be lighting it up.
So, Jordan, you don't fart in front of like your friends and stuff either?
Nah.
Child, Mona done smelled my insides a couple of times.
Nah. And like, you know, of course, friends have fart around me. You know, I just, you know, if it's a woman, I can't. I'm in my
Jordan
is
not a very judgmental person. There are a lot of things that you can get away with and he will forgive you for. But that is not one of them. I feel like that would be a deal breaker. Like he would feel so disrespected.
Jordan, I farted in front of you.
I know.
And you just suspected his face, man.
Yeah, I know. I had a girl I dated on our first date. She sat on the bed, and then we was about to eat, and she lifted up a cheek and passed gas.
If you can do that, you can leave the room. Come on, man.
First date.
Nah.
And she's like, sorry. And I looked at her like, oh, okay. Like in my mind, I played it off smoothly. I was like, all right, cool, man, it's fine. I knew
this is the last you're gonna see.
This the last. Never again.
Nasty.
Never again.
No, that
was crazy. It didn't smell bad, but my thing is just like you lift the cheek.
Nah, she played in your face. She could have left the room for that.
And she was on the bed.
She was on the bed.
Where you put your face at too, man?
Yeah,
your face at?
Yeah, I took the sheets off. Yeah, it's just. But yeah, I couldn't date her. Couldn't date her. I just couldn't see it.
Is that the pettiest reason you've ever ended a date?
It's been big petty reasons. It's not just that. You know, I hold the door, you walk through, you don't say thank you. Okay. Never again. Like for real, like it's just you just think niggas out here just holding doors like chivalry been dead. Like I'm trying to keep it up. Like no, you over here ordering food, not even like looking at me to be like it's good. I'm gonna have that's the first appetizer. I'm gonna like what do you mean first? You mean only like
wait, she gotta check with you to see if she's good.
No, but I just it's the
just being considerate.
Yeah. Like I had a first date where a girl asked me, is this okay before she ordered it? And I was like, of course. I was like, what? And yeah.
If I would have asked Cliff, is this okay? He would thought I was disrespecting him.
No. I would get that too because it's like, well, no, girl, fine. It's how you do it. Don't just be like, all right, nigga, I know you just had paid yesterday and you paid rent. You think you have enough to so I can get a steak? Like, no. Like, you ain't asking it in a certain way.
I agree.
If you ask it that way, then I'm gonna be like, damn, my nigga, like, what you think I ain't got it? Like,
it depends on what you're ordering. If you're ordering like lobster and shit, like I want you to check in. You'll be like, hey, like it's lobster.
We good on the surface turf?
I'm not dating you. You know what I'm saying? This is the first date. You know what I'm saying? Hey, is it cool? Like, eat a lobster, bro? Like,
I'm not asking that. I just would.
I don't even
order
eat lobster,
chicken,
bro. Like, don't try to eat off me.
Yeah, let me tell you.
I would just order something chicken or like whatever. I can't.
Her dad took us on I guess us and a couple more people out on a dinner, and we just ordering whatever, and then the bill comes $1,300. I didn't know this place was that expensive. And I just, you just put your head down because you ain't paying, but you like, dang, if I knew it was gonna be this much, I wouldn't have ordered what I ordered. But the kid said, nah, I can't.
Yeah, you just gotta be considerate.
Yeah. And I think that's what it comes down to. Like, you can tell if they're just like more interested in the menu than they are in the date, you know what they came for.
Well, you see, the whole Cheesecake Factory is not a real first date restaurant.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Argument.
When they said church, that's when I was bothered. I was like, so I can't even take you to meet the Lord.
Oh, really? I stopped reading the list.
Oh, I didn't even read it.
I can't bring you.
I can't bring you to church?
Yeah. They said no movies, no. I'm like, oh, you just wilding out.
So where they dated?
Good restaurant.
Very good.
I think some people are just like doing too damn much. Like, who are you? Like, sit your ass down.
Yeah, getting all this money
from right.
They don't have it.
When we were younger, Cheesecake Factory was a flex.
I thought that was the first time I ate at Cheesecake Factory, I thought I was taking a girl out. You feel me? We was going to dine.
I still love Cheesecake Factory. I'm like, when did Cheesecake Factory become Applebee's? Like, y'all trying to...
Applebee's is Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? Cheesecake Factory is up there.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. At 37, Cheesecake Factory is Applebee's to me. But
Applebee's could be like McDonald's to you at 35, 37. You know what I'm saying? But Cheesecake Factory will at least be something better than that.
Okay, maybe TGI.
I like TGI.
Maybe TGI.
I forgot all about TGI.
I like TGI. Yeah.
Fridays. Yeah. Fridays is a little lower level.
Oh, please! You threw some good chicken wings in front of me. You got me,
man.
Right,
man.
These expensive bougie places put a couple pieces of lettuce on your plate for $100. You're gonna be hungry and upset.
And you gotta think
Cheesecake Factory, you're gonna be satisfied.
Yeah, they keep up with these people. Cheesecake Factory, they definitely do. They fill your ass up with that pasta.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm boycotting chicken wings unless I'm the one who makes them because I'm tired of seeing feathers in my chicken wings. I'm just tired. I'm tired of eating deep fried feathers. Everywhere I go, it's a feather in my chicken wings.
I thought it was normal. The hood spot that I used to go to as a kid, like it always had feathers on it. We just thought that was just the way the chicken wings were made. Like I did not. We did not see any issue.
I feel like it's the last couple of years I've been seeing feathers on chicken wings. I don't remember this growing up.
Publix, I would see chicken, but other than that, no, that was not the norm for me.
It was not. Yeah, I don't remember seeing this growing up at all. I'll say the past maybe 5 to 7 years is when I started seeing feathers.
They're probably getting lazier with their plucking, whoever, or it's probably not humans doing it anymore. It's just machines that plucks in about 96% of it, and then just it's good. Next you know, you got that one underneath, gets deep fried, and then
the batter, the crispy batter. So you literally eating feathers and you thinking it's batter. Like,
I just hate how people don't clean their meat. Mm-hmm. They don't clean their meat. I'm like, what? You just take it out the package and start frying it?
But I always thought Haitians was the ones that clean it. I didn't know the other people clean their meat until other like Instagram and TikTok stuff, but I thought only Haitians clean their meat, bro. Because how my mom was talking, bro, it was like nobody else clean meat, bro.
No, Haitians
we just rinsed it. We didn't do all the salt and lime and stuff. Like
lime, salt. You gotta wash it a few times.
Hot water,
vinegar in there. Like, come on.
We just did the hot water.
And the rice, to rinse out the rice. Don't let that color be clear when you're before you put in the pot to eat, all that. It's like,
I think we're turning into our parents, right?
and that's fine. That's fine. I don't want to not too much. No, for real, not too much. But there's some stuff I appreciate.
True.
Like, when a meal is digested well and your body receives it, I appreciate it, because when you have a bad meal and your body rejects it, you start to cuss yourself out. Like, I should have known better. I shouldn't have just went to and got this. Like, nah, I appreciate. Obviously, you see me. I don't do microwaves. We don't do microwaves. So it's like, for us, it's toaster oven or air fryer, whatever. But microwave for what? What you need to? You'll ruin the whole food putting it in the microwave. So
I need a
said
little
he
bit
like
of
his
cancer on
food
my food,
chewy.
please.
you like his food? What?
Chewy.
I need a little bit of cancer on my food, please.
I'm like, you don't want to air fry that? I was like, you don't want to air fry it, or make it a little crispy, or even like pizza, like leftover pizza. I'm like, you don't want to put it back in the oven, make it a little crispy. Nah, I like it chewy. He want to pop it in the microwave.
Just a bit of cancer on my plate, please.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
All right, y'all boys. What is it? 8:18.
Yeah. I'm gonna head on out. My back is hurting. I'm feeling old as shit. My back is hurting. I need to lay down.
Yeah, lay down, huh? Goes well with your bedroom.
Yeah.
I need to relax. Yep. I need to unwind.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right.
Oh man.
All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed 2 weeks.
Yes.
What, 2 weeks is gonna be what? Is that the 26th, isn't it?
Around Thanksgiving time.
Oh.
I think.
Oh.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I got a Ravens game to go to that day. That's the 26th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who are they playing?
The Chargers. It's a night game, so it's at 5:15.
Oof.
All right. Well.
Next week then?
Next week.
Too soon.
Mona work next week, so we can't do next week.
I told you I work.
Every other week. Every other week.
Well, the 26th I'm not even gonna be. Probably won't be able to do 26th. I ain't even
First week of December then?
The 3rd.
Oh, that's good.